How's it going, everyone? Larry here with the Farmstead Way, and we are in the work truck. I'm getting ready to head into town to meet the guys, start the work day. Now, I use a personal vehicle for work, so I can do some pipe smoking in here. Now, something I want to talk about today was on my mind before I headed in was seems to be like the last true sanctuary for the working man is the truck. A lot of people drive to and from work out of their truck like I do. I've got tools in the back seat and we take this thing to jobs. And a lot of times I got people in here with me, but a lot of times I'm in here by myself. And most of my important, critical thinking that I do for my life is made right behind this torn up steering wheel. And it's the one place where a man can really think. For some odd reason, I really find that the task of driving mixed with thinking sometimes is better than just sitting and thinking by yourself, because you have to have part of your mind thinking of something else while you keep your mind on the road. But I'm sure this is something a lot of you can relate to. Let me light this up real fast. It's not hotboxing in here, hold on. So normally, I use a Bic lighter for this. I have one of these Zippos that's got the butane insert in it. But as you can tell, it's kind of somewhat inconsistent and the flame's not as big. This is cooler, but this is more reliable. And yes, you need to buckle up. But something I don't think a lot of wives realize is the importance of truck time for men. The in-between workplace and the home, and sometimes in the driveway, it's like I said before, is where a lot of my critical thinking is done. It's where I go over things and take a second to detach and think about what I said throughout the day, what I could have done better, think over decisions. And especially for me, you know, if I have any conversations with my wife in the morning, the drive from the house to the work site, or at least to town where I meet up the guys, is where I really get to dwell and think on things that we talk about. And then we message throughout the day, and then we get to talk a bit more when we get home. Sorry if the camera's all shaky. This is as you can tell, this is a country road. It's a little bumpy. And this is also a sanctuary for men to prepare themselves to go home to their children. Unfortunately, there's a lot of men where this steering wheel, this seat belt is the preparation grounds for letting your family have it when you get home. And something I've always tried to make a point of is whatever I go throughout the day, whatever hardships, frustrations, anger I have, needs to stay in this seat before I take it in, before I go in the house. Because the worst thing you can do as a husband, as a man, is drag work in the house with you. The truck is a place for you to dump your thoughts, talk out loud, scream, do whatever you have to, cry, laugh. You know, like I said, especially talking out loud, because normally when you talk out loud, the things that are going through your head, and you actually hear it, you start to realize how ridiculous you sound. Especially if you talk out loud to yourself about stuff you want to say to your wife, stuff you want to say to your boss, stuff you want to say to the other guys on the crew. And you start to realize that you're about to sound like a total idiot and a total jerk. Exit the camera. Like I said, the camera's a little shaky. So if there's any wives that watch this, I doubt there is yet. When your man gets home from work, take a second, especially if he's just sitting in the truck, and just let him decompress. Because this is a land of decompression right here. So what I like to do is I love to listen to audiobooks. I used to listen to the radio more, but the radio, I don't know, I've just kind of fallen out of taste for listening to new music on the radio. I've listened to a lot of audiobooks, and you can get a lot of good information that way. You know, catch up on the news, just things of that sort. And just like this right now, this is most of what I do, is just sit, enjoy a pipe, and drive. It's just so peaceful. And it really helps you to get your mindset in the place that it needs to be for the workday. It allows you to have this changeover from home to work and from work to home. This is like the soft middle ground where your mind can just dump and get your head on straight. So, piece of advice for today is, men, let your truck be your punching bag and not your family. And you'll thank me later. So I'm gonna get back to driving, get into town. We got a couple things to do today and try not to sweat to death. But hey, I would rather sweat to death than freeze to death. Because, 89 degrees is better than 29 degrees or 19 degrees. So anyway, just a little bit of a truck talk. If you have any comments, questions, just throw them down below. Just want to thank you all new people for coming to the channel. I never thought that I was going to get past like 100 subscribers, and now I'm kind of creeping up on 1,000, which is weird. So thank you for your love and support. Y'all have a good day. Enjoy them pipes, people. Yeah!